us up. You never know.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? It's Ace Michaels here with you.
Hi, I'm January Ginger.
And we're going to be reviewing one of the most favorite Hollywood classic films for the holidays, Home Alone. And so the first question is, what's it about, the plot and story in a nutshell? And you go.
The parents and their extended family are going on a trip to Paris, and I think it's like 15 of them, and they're all flying, and they leave Kevin home alone on accident. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That is basically the plot in a nutshell, is that
Yeah,
somehow this group of busy suburbanites are
yeah,
so busy, and I mean they're really busy with typical bullshit that they're get on the flight the next day and leave the little boy at home, which is kind of hard to believe because he's pretty annoying in the first few scenes. It's like I would think Kevin would be the first thing on your mind every morning. You're like, what the fuck is Kevin up to? You know what I mean? But that is what it is. But so yeah, that's the plot, and that's an overview. That's it. That's great. Okay, question number
okay.
two is: do you like the movie overall?
Yeah, I do. It's pretty unbelievable, but it has its moments. I love John Candy, and that part with him is my favorite.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's a fun movie. I think it's really hard not to like it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing not to like really, because nothing's to be taken seriously in this movie. It's just fun. And if you don't
Mhm.
like having fun, then who are
Right,
you, right?
right.
The next question is outstanding actors or celebrities or any persons perform, like you said, John Candy. I think that's great. Anybody else besides John Candy that you felt like was an outstanding performance? I like the mom myself. I thought the mom did a really, really good job. And ironically, just a little backstory, she comes from the same original comedy troupe as John Candy
Okay.
in Chicago, which is where the movie shot. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you. I think
The
so.
mom, you thought the mom was outstanding. I mean, obviously Macaulay Culkin,
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin is going to make it hard for child actors, and he still does. Like, there's no one that has taken that crown from him. I think he, with Home Alone, he pretty much cemented it. I can't think of any child actor that's really rocked it since then better than him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he stole a movie. He stole three movies. I mean, that's a great career. That's what I think. Notes about the film's tone, director, or music.
Oh, the music was amazing.
The music was.
John Williams. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. That was the guy that always worked with Steven Spielberg. That's John Williams.
Yeah.
Did the music? He did the music for Star Wars. Yeah, really great music. The music was great. I thought it was interesting. The director, Christopher Columbus. Oh, he's Chris Columbus. Sorry. He's he's Chris Columbus. His name is Christopher Columbus,
It
but
is.
yeah, but he goes by Chris Columbus, right? Um, he did a lot of big movies. Like in the night, he did big movies. He did Harry Potter. He did the Home Alone, all three of those. He did the something about the babysitting movie, Adventures in Babys. He did a lot
Okay.
of big movies, but then he did a lot of shit crap movies too. Like he's got
Yeah.
some movies that are so bad on his resume that it's hard to believe like the same guy did both movies. Like, are you serious right now? This
Well, I
together?
guess it's your team as well, right? Oh.
I mean, it's just really amazing. I think a lot of times in movie making, like people come to you with an idea. Like Home Alone was an idea that couldn't have worked probably if somebody else done it, but he did a great job. But Home Alone is a great movie. I think he did a great job. Okay, we go to believability. What would you change to make the movie more believable?
Oh, come on. Okay. There's a lot in there, but when he put the water on the steps and then the tar, right? And then what, you clean up how did he clean up everything? And how did he get all of those like pulley systems to have all of these things in place to hurt these guys, right? And trip them up. Like, how the hell did he do that?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. My thing as far as unbelievability came from the pizza and the door and when he's shooting the bullets at the guys. Like we all know that you cannot sync your technology. I don't care who you are. You cannot get your technology to sync. So he
Oh
managed to get
yeah.
the movie audio to go right at the same time that his firecrackers would go off, that right there, that was when I was pushed to
Yeah.
unbelievability. Like, no, sir, no, sir, that won't happen. I don't care who you are. Getting all that to sync together, you need a team, brother. You need a team. That ain't gonna
Right.
happen. um, Next question is notable quotes from characters. Anything that someone said in this movie that you remember that you go, right. That's funny. That's funny.
Oh, okay. Just my favorite part is when John Candy is they're I believe they're in a moving truck, the whole polka team. And
Yeah,
she's okay, so the mom gets a ride with them. And she said, well, have you ever left your child, I don't remember exactly what she said, at home or went on vacation, left him at home? And he said no. And so you're thinking then, okay, well, that's the end of it. But he said that he left his little one, he and his wife, in a funeral parlor. And then they went back when it was dark. And it took him like six or 7 weeks to be okay because he's resilient. And then he started talking again. I went back to it 3 times because I'm like, this is amazing. It's really silly and funny.
my favorite dialogue. There's two pieces of favorite dialogue, and I mean really my favorite. Like, but one has John Candy scene. The one when John Candy says to the mom, we're the Polka Kings, and have you ever heard, polka, polka, polka,
Yes.
all night polka? It's a polka party. And then of course, she hasn't heard any of these songs. And the funniest thing that he says to me is under his breath, he goes, "Yeah, well, those are the hits." Like, like you are so out of shape and out
Oh,
of
it's so
place, lady.
cool.
I'm still gonna give you a ride, but don't go telling people your lack of polka knowledge anymore because you don't know nothing about polka, lady. You know what I mean? It was just so
Yes,
funny
that
and so
was
deadpan.
funny.
He goes,
I
"Yeah, well,
I love he
yeah."
told he said he left his little tyke or something. He would spend all day with a corpse. Okay, that's got to be my favorite. When
Yes,
he said
yes,
that.
that was funny. My other funniest line, and this is a line that I just take through life, whether it came from this movie or not. I love the fact that little Kevin says, "Ma'am, is this toothbrush approved by the Dental Association of
Oh
America?"
yes,
Because this is how kids really think, like, hey, I'm out here being an adult. I'm going to make sure I do everything right the first time. So if I'm going to buy a toothbrush, excuse me, ma'am, I need to know, is this toothbrush approved?
yeah, okay. I didn't think of it like that. Yeah,
I love that. I love that. That to me, that was just priceless. Like,
yeah.
exactly. Exactly. um, what's the best scene of all? You probably already said it. The best scene, in your opinion, is the one with John Candy and the mom in the car.
I did. Yes, that's the best scene. Yeah, for me. Yeah.
I think the best scene has to be the sequence of scenes when he's destroying the bad guys as they're walking in the house and trying to get in the house. I think that I think that's what actually made the movie sell so much because it's something little kids can relate to, adults can relate to. It's funny. it never loses, like it's like a joke that never loses the punchline because you can watch it over and over, and no matter what, it's still going to be funny to see that tar, those nails,
I know.
that huge bucket swinging down and hitting that guy in the head. That's never going to stop being funny. You know what I mean?
The other guy, okay, you got your feet stuck in the tar, so you're barefoot, and you go through a window and you look all around and you don't look down and
Right.
step on all those sharp ornaments.
Crazy. Crazy. But it's, it's good. It's good. Okay, so that's that question. What's the worst scene in your opinion? What's the worst scene?
I thought the whole scene where his family not very nice. So that whole beginning scene where everybody's just picking on him, I didn't like that. I think I was like, my goodness, what family treats your kid like that? You
Yeah.
want to go to Paris, right?
Yeah, well, you know what though? I was just thinking about that, when I watched it again, I rewatched it. Um, the little kid in any family always gets kind of dumped on. Like if you're the youngest, every kid older than you, they dump on you. The parents have a tendency to like brush you off, like what now? You
Yeah.
know, I thought that was kind of true to life, but the worst scene to me was the mom sending him up to the attic or the third floor,
Yeah.
because it was kind of sad and it didn't really fit their characters. I know they had to have a reason for him to be not seen so they could forget about him and get on the plane. They had to have something that would make him not be in the normal place he would be in to be seen. But I thought that was kind of harsh. The dialogue where he's like talking back to his mom and finally he says, I wish I never had a family.
Yeah.
That to me, that pushed the envelope a little bit because it's still for kids. And kids are terrified of going into the attic and the basement and the dark places,
He has a five-star attic. Come on.
right, right. They have a used to be an addict, but has now recovered. I
Yes.
get it. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Would you recommend this movie to people?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I would. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to watch Home Alone? There's nothing not to like about it except those scenes we don't like. Rating overall, 5 stars is the best. What would you give this rating? Rate this movie, if you please.
Oh, four,
4.
four.
I'd go. Well, why not 5? But just out of curiosity, because I'm not going to give it a 5 either. But I'm just curious. Why would you give it
I
4 instead of 5?
really, because of the way the family was and his uncle, I just thought, wow, what
Mm,
a
mm.
jerk, you know what I mean? So I just didn't like the way that that opening came about with all of them just being really rude to him, and his brother was a jerk
The
too.
brother was bigger
With
jerk than the
anybody,
uncle. I thought.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, I thought the brother was a real, like he needed to be in another family movie of a whole nother
yeah,
family because he was really
really
out
rude.
there and mean and kind of vicious mean.
Yeah,
He
and
was
that
he was a bit
uncle,
much.
that
Yeah.
uncle was just rude as hell. If I had an uncle like that, oh my goodness, no.
Right.
Yeah,
So 4 stars for Home Alone. I agree. I agree. 4 stars. It's definitely more than a 3-star movie and not quite a 5-star movie in our opinion. So Home Alone, baby, we give you 4 stars. Great time. I think it's a good family movie. I think it's a good date movie. You know,
yeah.
I think it's a good you and the boys movie. Get the boys together, have some pizza and some beers. I think they would like it. Why not? Why not? All right. So there's your movie review. I'm Ace Michaels, and the lovely lady is,
January Ginger.
and that's what's up. Bye, guys.